people that, yes, we have a great brand, we have great product, we have great compensation plan, we have great business opportunity, name it, we have all the things that we call it best. But at the end of the day, you always have to remember that you, before people buy the product, before people get in the business, they will first buy you. In short, you must be very saleable first. Okay, next slide, please. Now, what are the elements of the brand that talks about you? Number one is your voice. Number two, we have expertise. Number three, we have look, which is very, very important. Number four, we have mantra. And number five, we have size. Does size matter? Yes, it is. Now, let's proceed with the voice. The next one. To discuss more about this one, you can actually see in the photo, we have Oprah Winfrey. When we talk about the element of a brand, particularly with the voice, we know that Oprah Winfrey, she got a very powerful voice. So when she says something, people attend to that. She's very influential just by using her voice. And another that, to connect that in the Philippines, one big example, not just exactly a counterpart of her, don't get me wrong with this, but just an example for the voice is Chris Aquino. No matter how much you hate her, no matter how much you like her, no matter how you feel irritated about her, but when she tells you that magic syrup can make your food better, you buy that. And I'm pretty sure that almost every household in the Philippines got magic syrup at home. And she's just actually using her voice. Now, you, as a USANA distributor, as a USANA brand, or the USANA brand ambassador, you always have to make sure that your voice should be very influential. You don't just talk just for the sake of talking. You don't just say something just because you feel like saying it. You talk because you know something, and that is very valuable. The next element of the brand is expertise. As we know, Steve Jobs is one of the best minds that ever walked on earth, right? And one example here, and talking about Steve Jobs, his expertise actually radiates in his brand, which is Apple Macintosh. Now, if you will look at that, one clear example is this. When we talk about cellular phone, no matter what other Android brands will actually produce, no matter what new apps, new system, anything new about them, no matter even if it's like way, way, way beyond or like so much in the future, when you talk about the best phone, when you ask anyone which brand of phone is really the best, which brand of phone is really perfect, may not be applicable to all, but most of people will actually say it's Apple, it's iPhone. And you cannot compete easily with that, right? So, and with USANA, we have Dr. Myron Wentz in particular, right? His expertise, his knowledge about the product, his greatness in creating all these products, his ideals is totally incomparable to the rest, right? So the next next element of the brand is we have your look. Now, as you can see here, I have my example here is Tessa Prieto Valdez, and everybody knows she's one of our brand ambassadors, and everybody knows that she goes out, even at home, she got all this crazy stuff on her hair. But take a look at this. She was able to. I'm not telling everybody to wear hats or to wear costumes all the time, even just at home, even when you're doing Zoom, right? That's not what I'm trying to talk about. But what I'm trying to say is, she was able to establish her brand, or she was able to establish, her brand with her looks. All right. Imagine if you see Tessa Prieto Valdez with that kind of hat. She goes to the supermarket. She goes to the bank. Do people laugh at her? No, right? And I'm pretty sure with that. Even if she goes to other country, a few years back, we were together in Tokyo, and no one is actually looking at her. I mean, they find it nice, but simply because she was able to establish her look that way, connecting that to us or to like normal people or to our USANA distributors. You always have to make sure that look is very, very, very important. Remember, people will automatically judge you the way you look. Whether you are doing Zoom, whether you're doing a face-to-face training or face-to-face meeting, the way you look will actually tell the person, will actually command the person you're talking or speaking with, if you are really saleable or not. We are not saying that to have a good look, you always have to have brands. You know, there are people like, you know, no matter how much you put brands, like from head to toe, but you don't speak well, you don't carry it well, it doesn't make sense. Okay? It's not about the brand of the clothes or the garments or the accessories you're wearing. You just simply look at yourself in the mirror and see, does it fit me? Do I look better? Do I look presentable? Right? It's not about the brand. It's how you know and how you appreciate yourself carrying all these things that make you look better and make you look way presentable. Next, please. And by the way, thank you. We have 130 people, so I hope you guys can invite more people to join us. We'll be doing this for the rest of the month, and after this, we'll be having new things that we can definitely help you enhance your business. Our next element of brand is mantra. My example here, big example, is one of our USANA brand ambassador, Jonathan Yabud. His mantra is he believes that he can actually make a change the way people think in politics. His goal is to enter politics in the coming days or maybe in the coming years and hopefully be land in the Senate or become the president of the Philippines and change the way people do the politics, change the way the people in politics, the way they think, the way they speak, and the way they present themselves, which he believes that it will definitely help everyone. As you know, our politicians lack those matters, you know, very traditional for some, but then that's his mantra. He believes in that, and he believes that every time you encounter a problem, you just have to think it properly, go over it, look at the bigger picture, go into smaller details, attend to that, and it's going to get better. Okay, and lastly, for the element of the brand, we have size. As you can see, we have here Sir Francisco. Now, check his social media. He doesn't have he doesn't have that number of like thousands or millions of followers in Facebook or in Instagram or any other social media portals. But ask the big names in the industry, ask all the CEOs, ask all these marketing people, ask all the general managers in the Philippines and in other neighboring countries in Asia. When you talk at who is the best motivational speaker, who's like, you know, the best man when you talk about business, there's only one name. It's all about Francis Kong. He was able to build his size based on his own market. And that is really, really important. Now, you can actually do the same. You don't just simply, like, you know, if you learned that this particular group of people can actually pay, then you're going to jump in there. This particular people can actually do this thing, then you're just going to jump in there. Okay? You must know your market, expand, and, you know, create your empire in there. Now, as we go through, next slide, please. We want to understand the importance of personal brand for entrepreneurs. And to know more about that, take a look at this. For every entrepreneur, there will be stiff competition from already established business or brands. So, again, as I've mentioned earlier, we have great products, or we talk about the same products. We talk about the same good products. We talk about the same best products. We talk about the same compensation plan. We all talk about the same business opportunity. We all talk about the same lifestyle. But what the question is, what makes you different from the rest who does everything the same? If you can see in my social media, I would always tell people, do not be ordinary, okay? Because normal is boring, right? I always tell people that when people tells me or when people ask me, why do you always have to, like, you know, you always tend to like look for something different compared to what everybody's doing. It's like, so what will definitely make me different? The question is, what will make you different from the rest? If you are talking about the same product, the same compensation plan, the same business opportunity, the same lifestyle and all, name it. A lot of you guys, I mean, all of us are talking the same thing. We have 40,000 plus active associates who are basically talking about the same thing, almost all at the same time. But the question is, what makes you different? Will make these other people buy you, right? And that's what we're going to talk about more as we go through. Next slide, please. Okay, now we want to work on, these are some details that I would want you to understand. Number one is personalization. Your personal brand is a promise to your client, a promise of quality, consistency, competency, and reliability. This is very good because in USANA, we have that personal approach in doing our business. This is like a people business. When we talk about the products, we can talk about something that can actually relate to the person's concerns when it comes to maybe their health and their lifestyle. So you want to make sure that there's a certain personalization when it comes to your brand. It should be very personal. It's not about like you saw this person doing this, and you're gonna do the same. Your upline is doing like this, and you're just gonna do the same. Ask yourself first, which particular thing am I comfortable at? Okay, or what are the things that I love to do? And it must radiate, it must come out, and it must create that promise to your client of certain quality, consistency, competency, and reliability. You have to make sure that when you talk about quality products, it should always like say connect it to yourself. Are you like a quality person as well? Do you speak with quality? Do you walk with quality? Do you talk with quality? Do you dress? Do you look like with quality? All right, it should go along the way. You always have to remember you're carrying the brand that is actually like a billion dollar company or billion-dollar brand, and you have to make sure that you carry it perfectly. And now, I have mentioned earlier, if you guys can remember, the elements of the brand, you have the voice, you have the mantra, you got the size, and all those things. What makes it, or why did I actually try to mention that? Those photos that I've actually shown to you, most of them are our brand ambassadors. We have Tessa Prieto Valdez, Jonathan Yabut, and we have Francis Kong. There's one thing in common among them. They are our brand ambassadors. Okay, they are brand ambassadors. But I would want to ask you guys, I would want to check in the chat. I don't know if you guys can chat, but you can give me an answer now. Like, who do you think is the brand or the real brand ambassador of USANA? Can anyone tell me? Oh, got RN and Ralph Pastiliosa. Hello, mga palangga from Iloilo City. They sell it's me. Some other people are like saying it's me as well. Yes, that's correct because the real brand ambassador of USANA is none other than, it's not about Tessa, it's not about Jonathan, it's not about France, it's not all these athletes, it's actually you. Why? Because you are the ones talking about it, you're the one campaigning for it, you're the one creating it. And you, as the real brand ambassador of USANA, must be very, holistic, must be well presented. And to continue more of that, let's have our next slide, please. Since the first one is personalization, next one is the marketing funnel. Okay, when you talk about funnel, what is a funnel? Funnel is like this one, and there's like, centered somewhere in the middle. Marketing is telling the world that you are a rock star. Content marketing is showing that you are one. You always have to remember that no matter what you say, everything it goes down or it boils down to something that people should understand way better. It's not just about the look, it's all about the content. Sometimes it's not just about the look of the food, it's all about the taste. It's not just about the size of the company, it's how good the company. It's not about how much you say, it's the importance or the value of the words you actually said, right? So you want to work on that as well. Now, in the coming days, we'll be discussing all these things little by little, but this time, since this is our first What's Up USANA version, and we'll be just talking about, the bigger picture of everything. Next slide, please. Relationship building. Okay, get closer than ever to your customers, so close that you tell them what they need before they realize themselves. It's actually what's good with USANA, what's good with what we're doing is that when we talk to people, we can automatically address or we can actually connect to them by addressing their health concern. And that's one technique you guys can know about that. Let's say, has there been anyone in your family that feels like this, feels like that? But you always have to remember, okay? Our products is not intended to cure, to mitigate, or to treat any diseases. Okay, we are in a supplement. Our products are supplements, so it helps, it supports. Okay, not to cure. You want to be very careful about that. We don't want to give them false promises. And creating relationship or building a relationship with your clients, with your prospects, you really do not want to give them false promises, because at the end of the day, if something did not work, okay, because our body reacts differently from the rest. My body reacts differently from other people, right? So you always have to remember that if that something did not work, it will not ruin you and their relationship to you, but it will definitely ruin, the company as well. And you don't want to do that, because we always have to remember there are a lot of people very dependent with USANA, particularly with what's happening around. Okay, you have to be very particular with that. Again, relationship building matters a lot and very personal. You always have to do it in the most personal level possible. Our next slide, please. And by the way, if you guys have any question, you can simply just drop in the chat box. I am actually seeing and I'm reading it right now. So if you have any questions about anything you would want to clarify, just let me know and I'll be willing to answer that. Okay, next one is specialization. If you shout your name louder than developing your skills and providing your expertise, it will not help the business. Sometimes, this is what I always tell people, you don't need to be loud to be heard. Okay? You do not need to be loud to be heard. People will listen to you if they know you are, if they know that you are worthy of. Okay? You must know what you're talking about. To specialize things, first, you have to know the products very well. If you're not good at it, at least you know. Find ways. There's no reason, or we cannot accept the fact that you can say, like, I'm not good in numbers. That's why I'm not going to do all this compensation plan. I'll just do the business, I'll just do the product part. But how can you make your business better? You must know you may not be good at everything, but at least you know, then that's the most important. Again, you do not need to shout to be heard. And that goes along the way. Even if you are a leader, you don't need to shout. You don't need to tell the world that this is who I am, this is what I do, and blah, 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 to make people follow you. We know who to follow, and we can definitely choose who we want to follow, who we want to listen to, right? And who we want to work with. And that is very, very, very important. And you want to always remember that. Our next slide, please. Okay, social media push. We're almost down, but then again, we'll be having Miss Marla Dumao talking about some things that you can use with USANA. Okay, we can connect all the things that I've actually talked about to USANA. Social media push. This is very, very important. If you're in a position where you can reach people, then then use your platform to stand up for a cause. Hint, social media is a platform. Now, why am I focusing on this? Remember, with what happened to us since last year until now, even prior to that, okay, everyone's in social media, right? Actually, before, like I think a few years back, that's been our agony. We tried to call our distributors over the phone, they don't answer. We send them email, they don't answer. But we tried to, buzz them in Facebook, they answer right away. Okay. Now, until we learn that, hey, everyone is social media. And I know, like, a lot of people who are actually in the call right now, they know me personally, and I talk to them through social media. And they know, like, I answer easily as well through social media. And that's really a thing. Now, why am I trying to focus on this? You always have to remember that social media or your social media account is your new resume. When you talk to people, let's say example, I talk to RN. RN is, let's say example, is RN Pastiliosa. Let's say example, she's prospecting me. She wants me to sign up under her account. Example, we haven't met. It was just, I was just like recommended by a friend or something. And then she tried to talk to me, and then she tried to introduce herself. Like, example, she calls me. It's like, hi, my name is RN Pastiliosa. I'm from Iloilo City, and I'm a USANA brand. I'm a USANA distributor. Blah 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 blah. I can simply say, all right, thank you very much for that. Can we call or can we talk? Let's say after an hour or two, I'll get back to you. Some people, we know, a lot of people will do the same thing, right? Even you guys have done that with other people. And what do you do right after that? Right after you end the call, you're going to get your phone, you're going to get to your laptop, you're going to get to your computer, okay? And go to your Facebook, go to your Instagram and check, RN Pastilioso. Who is this person? And you try to check the old account. In short, you are like stalking. You're gonna stalk the person and check. Ah, okay, she's doing a great lifestyle. She's into health. She's into business as well. She's into this and she's into that. Now, when we talk again, when I give her a call again, I can easily connect to her, or she can easily connect to me because she was able to learn who I am through my social media. Now, why am I actually trying to focus here is that we want to make sure that your social media talks about the best of you. Okay? If you're talking about, sorry for the term, that's SHIT, in your social media, what do you think will people think about you? And if you talk, let's say example, you talk about SHIT in your social media, you're gonna talk to me and you're gonna tell me, you're gonna ask me to join the business, to do the products. Do you think I will believe? Do you think I'll buy in? Definitely not. Because when I check his social media, like, oh my gosh, she's talking about SHIT and she's asking me to do business. What kind of business is this? It's like a monkey business? That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. And that will definitely not help. So your social media will actually talks about who you are. Okay? If your social media is like more of the daring side, then you want to think about it more again. If you're doing business, particularly with USANA, the brand of USANA is very holistic. It's very professionally done. If you can actually see, we rebranded the look of USANA Philippines Instagram 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, December of 2019. We started changing it, and you can actually see the look now. It's patterned, it's clean, it's not messy as how it used to before when it used to be like an announcement board, and you can actually do the same. So when people look at your social media, people can actually relate and understand. And your voice, your size, your mantra should actually reflect in your social media as well. But it's not just all about social media. I just want to emphasize because everyone's there. Everyone's doing social media. Everyone's attending to that. And you can easily be checked and you can easily be judged based on your social media. And what we want is to make a very professional looking social media. Now, how do we do that? Even when it comes to even when you talk about marketing, you want to post about the products. Some of you might definitely would want to create your own poster, create own materials. But as you know, in the marketing team, I'm from the marketing now of USANA Philippines, and we actually have Viber community. And in that Viber community, you can download all the materials that we post in our social media. That's of a higher resolution. Remember, like if you download files from Facebook or from Messenger or from Instagram, the resolution gets lower. But if you get it in Viber, it's almost the same resolution. So you can download there and you can repost it clear and no fuss at all. Now, why are we doing that? What is our direction by creating those materials? Simply because we don't want you to spend so much time creating your own. And our compliance will definitely ask you, why is it like this and why is it like that? So you have nothing to worry. We are doing it on your behalf. We're doing it for you. All you need to do is just simply download that and just share it. So it's compliant. You have nothing to worry. You're not addressing claims or whatsoever. Now, next slide, please. To come up with all these things, give me a second. I am quite challenged at the moment because I'm somewhere in the mountains of Zambales, in Olongapo. Okay, the importance of personal branding for entrepreneurs not only helps creating your own space in the industry, but also helps to thrive in the niche you chose. Okay, you always have to remember that in the industry or in the world that we are actually leading right now, it's changing. It's constantly changing. Okay, it's constantly changing. And the question there is, that's with the next slide, please, Marla. Again, the world is constantly changing. The question is, what makes you different from everyone else? And going to the next slide, please. And with USANA, we are down with, as a cellular nutrition company, we are down with great products. We have all these things that is so great that, you cannot just easily compare to other people or to other companies. And now the question lies is, what makes us different from everyone else or from other company? And we would like to focus more on the ideas on what makes us really different. What are the things that you can actually use to make you different, to make you recognizable? And people will really look at to you. Now, I have here Miss Marla Dumawal. She's our marketing specialist, and she'll be telling you our direction, our marketing direction, the way what look should we have, like what color should we use, and all these things. You don't just easily create colors. In marketing, even in personal marketing, personal branding, color matters. That's very, very important. So with that, I'm happy to see like 170, almost 200 people I saw earlier. And lastly, uh, what makes us different is all about you. You guys are the brand of USANA Philippines. And with that, we have Miss Marla Dumao to tell you more things about the brand of USANA. Hi, Marla. Good afternoon.
Hi, Leo. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for that practical training. I'm sure yung mga associates natin on the call can already apply it right after this training. Go, go, go na tayo sa ating mga social media. Let's see how it looks like and let's review who are we as a brand, and hopefully makatulong din talaga tong knowing USANA as a brand. Again, I'm Marla Dumawal, your marketing specialist here at USANA. And as Leo mentioned, it is important to create and maintain your brand to make you different. But saan tayo magsisimula? Where do we start? Knowing the USANA brand is a great place to begin. After all, we're all in the USANA family, right? So once you know the USANA as a brand, the hope is that we will all communicate a consistent message. And this is important because even as independent distributors or independent associates, preferred consultants, we represent the brand that is USANA. And the hope is that through proper and correct representation, we will protect the strength of the USANA brand and we will continue to create value to our organizations and our customers. And so, what is USANA? Yeah. USANA is a USANA creates premium health products built in one simple philosophy. If you feed the cells in your body exactly what you need, your health will benefit. And this concept fuels our endless drive to innovate and advance the science of nutrition, putting a healthy, happy life within the reach of all. We are so dedicated to this philosophy that we already coined a term for it. And what is that? It is the USANA Intelligence Technology. Hindi nga siya talagang name or branding. We actually created a nutritional technology. It's not a single product or product line. It is a platform for creating products that support optimal cellular health through a natural process called cell signaling. But that is another training. So I invite you everyone to attend our Health and Freedom trainings, our True Health with USANA training, the Healthiest Family on Earth training, to know more about the USANA Intelligence Technology, our products, and our other product lines. So from this philosophy, etong philosophy natin na USANA Intelligence Technology, siguro alam nyo itong lahat, di ba? Can you share sa ating chat box what the USANA tagline is? Yeah, meron ba? Can you, I can actually see your chat, no? Kahit ako lang nakakita, i-chat natin sa ating chat box. What is the USANA tagline? Okay, sige. Yes, so you're very correct. The tagline is the Cellular Nutrition Company. Because as intelligence technology, cellular nutrition is the center of everything on which USANA is founded, and it guides our product development to this day. It is the very core of what makes our products unique. And so, knowing this core philosophy of the cellular nutrition company, what do we do? Or what do we want to look forward to, and why do we do what we do? The vision is that we will be the healthiest family on earth. So si Dr. Myron Wentz, the scientist, philanthropist, and founder of USANA, said that I dream of a world free from pain and suffering of degenerative disease. Share my vision, love life, and live it to its fullest in happiness and health. So from this statement ni Dr. Wentz, our founder, comes the vision of USANA to be the healthiest family on earth. And when we bring everyone to this USANA family, can you just imagine USANA in every household? Everyone will be part of the USANA family. Eh talaga namang definitely we will all be the healthiest family on earth with our quality products and our nutrition line. So, what actually sets USANA distinct from the other competitors or other competitors we have is that we stick to the core principles of the USANA brand. So brand experience is differentiated in USANA because we ensure a consistent message across all markets and platforms. And that makes USANA easily recognizable to our global audience. Diba? Even kayo in this time, nag-expand na kayo globally. So talagang you are already breaking barriers of geographics. Talagang USANA is now a global brand, and USANA Philippines can reach beyond the borders. So there are actually four core principles to this, but we will be going through it one by one. So the first one is USANA is holistically healthy. So the products that we have are backed up by science and research. We actually have a dedicated science research and development department. So kung nakita nyo sa mga nakaraan na, di ba, we actually have Your Health and USANA training na yung mga speakers natin is straight from the Salt Lake City. So talagang they are supporting USANA Philippines on our drive to educate our associates, our preferred consultants on the products, and para ma-share natin siya continually with the correct yung ating claims, correct yung ating knowledge about the products. So the product health benefits of USANA, as I said, are backed up by science and research. And as a company, we take the holistic approach. We support a healthy lifestyle, which includes fitness, overall nutrition, and more. Kaya meron din tayong NutriMeal, the food and energy. We also have USANA Celavive for our skincare. So talagang holistically healthy ang ating brand of USANA. And for the business side naman, we actually sell and live a healthy lifestyle. So USANA is not just a product, it's not just a business, but it is already a lifestyle. So our most successful associates, nakikita nyo naman, di ba? They live it too. They live the healthy lifestyle. We want our associates and their customers to have well-rounded, healthy, and active lifestyles. Yan. In summary, for this holistically healthy, USANA is not just about supplementation. It is a lifestyle. So when we communicate USANA as a brand, we want to convey a message of overall health of mind, body, and spirit. We want to create a lifestyle with a focus on daily action and dedication because diba, we take our supplements on a daily basis. We put the USANA Celavive products on our skin on a daily basis as well. So talagang USANA is holistically healthy. And the second one is the brand experience we want to give to our customers is that USANA is honestly authentic. We are a company that speaks with integrity. We speak openly and honestly about health, the human body, and the products we create. Kaya we value the claims that we have and the claims that we make. Dapat meron tayong, it is proven and backed by research. Now, we have a lot of products and we have actually a lot of approved claims that you can give to your or share to your customers or your mga prospects. And for that, you can actually visit askthescientist.com for the latest on the research and development, yung mga updates ng ating team about that, it is actually uploaded there. So pag nag-search kayo ng product, for example, Biomega, you can actually see the claims that you can that are backed up by science and research of our own USANA research and development team. So, kuha tayo sa as a scientist ng ating mga knowledge about the products and of course attend the trainings that we have, Health and Freedom, True Health with USANA, as well as the Healthiest Family on Earth, and of course yung mga Super Saturday trainings natin to actually assist you as well. What can you do differently when it comes to the lifestyle and sharing the lifestyle of USANA? So tigil-tigilan na natin yung mga fake news. Let's actually promote positive and truth by going through askthescientist.com and attending our trainings. And for the business naman, we want to attract new business team members and customers. For associates, we want you to share your authentic and true selves. And again, going back to what was discussed earlier by Leo, you own you. You are your own personal brand. And so sharing your personal brand, connecting it and relating it with USANA, you are actually providing the authentic true self and you will attract more business partners. And yeah, so when it comes to approaching your or communicating this to your audience, we want to consider the audience as well when you present to USANA, because we want the audience to experience the lifestyle of USANA by being witnesses for what USANA has done for us holistically. So ayan. And the third brand experience that we want to give as part of USANA is that USANA is simply supportive. This third brand experience means that USANA is not fake or salesly. We actually value, or we actually have value for our products, our independent associates, and our preferred consultants. USANA makes getting and staying healthy simple by providing science-based and rigorously tested products. Yan. For the business side naman, USANA is simply supportive because the best way again to attract new team members and customers is to share yung support natin for USANA. USANA is simple, inspiring, and fun way. Very direct and straight to the point yung ating approach. We don't wanna provide knowledge about the products that we have not checked or we have not approved from our research and development team. And then, of course, when we communicate USANA, we want to be approachable, honest, and direct. So, being direct kasi, it conveys that we understand our customers' time is valuable. So, alam mo naman, lalo na sa panahon ngayon, no, every minute, every hour is really very important. And we want to focus on the everyday actions that create an overall healthy lifestyle. Again, because we take USANA or the supplements of USANA on a daily basis as well. And USANA is we want to, again, going back to the vision, we want to be the healthiest family on earth. So, di ba? Bringing USANA to every household should already be part of our lifestyle. And this is the fourth approach is USANA is approachably premium. Alam naman natin, di ba? We have high quality products which are the cornerstone of our business. So think of USANA as the ano ba yung naiisip nyong high-end brand dyan? That is for example, USANA is the Hermes of supplements. Parang ganyan. The Lululemon of supplementation, the MAC of our supplements. Our products are desired and valued, and we can actually have confidence that the USANA products are high quality and it will not fail you. So those who take our products would be excited to take them every day because it actually works. It helps them. They can feel the effect of the products on their body. And for the USANA business, we want to have active and health-minded entrepreneurs who represent a high-quality product that fits their individual lifestyle and personal brand. Kitang-kita nyo naman. Ako nakita ko sa ating social media, as Leo said, everyone's on social media. Everyone's sharing their daily routine, their daily... Nakikita ko yung mga leaders natin. They're actually very fit. They're active. They exercise in the morning, and for example, they wake up at 8. No, medyo late na, but they wake up at 8. They exercise for a few minutes. By around 9 a.m., nagpe-present na sila ng kanilang USANA business to their prospects. So nakikita nyo, very active sila. They're taking care of their health, and they're so excited to share what USANA has done for them to their prospects. So yeah, premium does not mean that USANA is stuffy or we're snobbish, we're pretentious. But we want to say that USANA is more than just your everyday supplement. The content that we produce or that we post on social media should be fresh but not snobby. And supplementation, because supplementation should never be a chore. Hindi dapat na, ay, inom na naman ako today. Kumbaga, iinom ako today ng aking proflavanol C because it really helps me. It energizes me. Medyo masarap din yung lasa niya, di ba? So, customers should look forward to their product shipments and taking the products on a daily basis. So, the USANA mindset is that our customers and our USANA associates are not defined by their gender, nationality, or age. But what unites USANA is that we are a family. We have shared values and ideals about what life and health can and should be. And we have a mindset that USANA is actually set apart from everyone, all our competitors, in all the right ways. So talagang let's put that in our minds already, that USANA is the cellular nutrition company, and we as a USANA associate, preferred consultant, or customer, let's embody what USANA is. So in summary, di ba mabilis ang training natin, no? Because we want, Leon and I plan to really create a series that you can watch out for every time. So para exciting yung ating training every time. We learn something new every What's Up USANA training when it comes to the USANA and the USANA brand. So in summary, here is what makes the USANA brand. We have our simple philosophy that if you feed the cells in your body exactly what you need and your health will benefit. Kaya meron tayong patented intelligence technology, di ba? And the vision is to bring everyone to the USANA family and be the healthiest family on earth. And the USANA brand experience. We are holistically healthy. We are honestly authentic. We are simply supportive and approachably premium. O, di ba? Madali na nga rin siyang sabihin eh. We made it sound like it's poetry. Di ba? And so, we have just have a few reminders, no. When yung training pala kanina na Go for Growth, it's not June 22, but it's actually on May 22nd. So watch out for. I've just checked your messages already because we already sent out the SMS and the email for the meeting ID and password of the Go for Growth training with our USANA brand ambassador Jonathan Yabut. And yun nga, as Leo mentioned also earlier, we have a new initiative, which is the Healthiest Family on Earth Viber Community. So dito, you can get fuss-free, kaba-free talaga, shareables, straight from your phones or devices, and you can share it to your family, friends. So grab your phones now, go to Viber or the camera app, and then you can scan the QR code. Alternatively, you can also type in tinyurl.com/ the healthiest family on earth to join the community. It will lead you to that. And we post on a daily basis. So you get fresh product information every day. And we actually also linked to some credible sources. Para may, again, we are backed up by science and research. So we are actually confident in every post that we have on that Fiber community. And I can actually see, no, kasi moderator ako dyan, ako yung admin. I can actually see that a lot of you are sharing those information. And thank you very much for supporting us. Don't hesitate to email or message me and Leo for any what do you for anything that you need and for any suggestions that you may have, or kung meron kayong hinahanap in with regard to the products and the marketing support that we can give you, don't hesitate to approach me and Leo. Also, when you create your own materials, please always use the USANA Independent Associate logo. Because again, ang kinin na talaga natin ng buong buo, let's take it to heart that USANA is our business, and to avoid any copyright infringement, please use the Independent Associate logo in your materials. And so hopefully today from me and Leo, you learned more about how to create your personal brand and how you relate that to USANA. So my question is, who will you be with USANA? And the possibilities are endless, but again, nothing will happen if you do not start something today. So go after this, start natin agad, go to social media, review that. That's the first step right now. And thank you very much for listening to us. Back to you, Leo.
Thank you very much, Marla. And again, the question is, who will you be with USANA? And on that note, another question is, what makes you different from everybody else? Again, as I mentioned earlier, you don't need to shout to be heard, and you don't really need to run or to do other crazy things to stand your ground. Again, thank you very much. Again, on behalf of USANA Philippines, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. And we would love to see you again next Friday for another What's Up USANA series. Again, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat and have a great weekend, everyone.
Bye.